Hello everyone and welcome to the LangFocus channel. My name is Paul. This is another quick video about a linguistic concept. This one is about something called diglossia. This word diglossia originated from a Greek word meaning a state of being bilingual. Diglossia is a situation in which a community uses two different languages or two significantly different varieties of one language for different situations. The way it typically works is that one dialect or language is used for casual, everyday interaction, and a different standard language is used for more official, formal purposes. The dialect or language that is used for daily communication is typically a low variety, meaning that it is not formally learned and the speakers don't formally learn its grammar or how to write in that language. It's merely learned as a spoken language. The language used for more formal situations is the high variety. It is the language that is learned at school, formally, and speakers learn how to write in that language and they learn the formal grammar rules of that language. In many cases, the community considers this high variety to be the pure or correct form of the language, and they want to keep it the same and not let it change. The low variety, on the other hand, is more flexible and it's more likely to change over time because it's not restricted by the rules of the high language. Diglossia is very common around the world. The most commonly discussed example is probably the Arabic language. In every Arabic country, there are different dialects that differ in grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation from other dialects, but also from Standard Arabic. Standard Arabic is a very codified language which is basically fixed in its rules and doesn't really change, while the dialects are constantly evolving. In casual speech with other locals, Arabs exclusively use their local dialect, but in writing, in formal speeches, and in news broadcasts, Standard Arabic is used. And Standard Arabic is also used as a bridge language when communicating with speakers from other dialects, but really only when necessary, only when there's some trouble communicating. Another example is in Italy, where there are numerous regional languages that function as the low variety, while Standard Italian functions as the high variety. These regional languages are indeed distinct languages, even though they are Romance languages that are related to Italian. They are different languages, but they're often referred to as dialects because they are not formally learned at school. In recent times, these regional languages have faded to some degree, but diglossia is still very common in Italy. There are lots of people who speak a regional language at home or with their close friends, but with people who are less familiar and in formal situations, they speak Standard Italian. Another example is the German language, which has one high variety, Standard German, and many different low varieties. Inside Germany, a lot of the low varieties have disappeared or are starting to fade, but one interesting example is in Switzerland. In Switzerland, diglossia is almost entirely a distinction between spoken communication on the one hand and writing on the other. People in Switzerland don't really accept the idea of their dialects being a low variety, so they tend to use their dialects in all spoken situations, even in formal situations, and Standard German is used only for reading and writing. For people who grew up with no real distinction between a low variety and a high variety, diglossia might seem like a bizarre situation that's difficult to wrap their head around, but languages and the way we use them are fascinating and full of mystery. The concept of diglossia is one that will definitely come up in a lot of my future videos, so I wanted to make a quick little video about it so you're familiar with the concept. Now, I want to take a moment to say thank you to all of the people who have supported me on Patreon so far, because that is a tremendous help to me. It really helps me justify the huge amount of time that I invest in this channel. If you find LangFocus and its videos valuable, the main thing that you can do to support the channel is to make a pledge on Patreon. Even if it's just a small amount of $1 or $2 or something, that adds up and it becomes a significant help to the channel. Some other people have asked me how they can make a one-time donation rather than making a monthly pledge on Patreon, and if you look at my channel page, you will see a blue support button. If you click on that button, that's a way to make a one-time donation to the channel through YouTube directly. Some of you are unable to support the channel with money, and that's okay, but there are other ways that you can support the channel. You can support the channel by sharing videos on Facebook or by tweeting my videos when they're released. That's a big help as well. And there might be a few of you who want to do something more significant to help out. If that's you, then one possibility is for you to help out with the GeoFocus channel. If you would like to volunteer some of your time to do some research or writing for some of my videos on the GeoFocus channel, then that's a possibility as well. And if you're an experienced editor and you would like to do some editing work on some of the GeoFocus videos, then we can be in contact and discuss that as well. It's hard to do that with the LangFocus channel because the videos are so complex and I like to be in complete control of them, but for GeoFocus it's a little bit easier. So if you would like to support LangFocus and GeoFocus in any of those ways, then that would be great and I would be very grateful. But in the meantime, I appreciate your viewership. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.